Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is doing great. In today's video, we will discuss about the money creation, that how commercial bank creates money many times more than their cash reserves, and the money multiplier. So money multiplier also called the deposit multiplier. So let's start. So commercial bank are able to create credit which is in far excess of initial deposit. So in our previous video, when we discussed about these functions of central bank, so we talked that central bank influences, controls the money supply and credit in the economy. We talked there that when CRR, when SLR, when repo rate, when bank rate increases, then the deposits, the deposits maintained by the commercial bank when CRR increased. As a result, the amount left for loan is less, and therefore the money creation in the economy reduces. As a result, aggregate demand falls. As a result, you're in inflation curve. So we see that lot of factors, that how सेंट्रल बैंक इज कंट्रोलिंग द मनी सप्लाई. तो हम क्या बोलते थे वहाँ पर कि लोन के लिए अमाउंट कम बची है, इसकी वजह से मनी क्रिएट कम होगी. सो नाउ दिस इज द वीडियो विच विल actually and exactly tell you that how these all things happens, how actually by giving less amount to loan, how money is less creates, or when we are very liberal in giving loan, how the money creation increases in the economy. Okay, so there are two assumptions. So this process of money creation, it can be better understood by making two assumptions. The first one is that your entire commercial banking system is one unit and termed as bank. So in an economy, there are different commercial bank. So because we are assuming that all commercial bank are one unit, so we take all commercial bank under the one umbrella and we name that umbrella as banks. So whenever we talk about now banks in this particular video, it means that this banks represent commercial banking system, the all commercial bank in the economy. Then all the receipts and payments made in the economy are routed through the banks. Means all deposits, all receipts which bank is going to receive as deposit, so they are deposits in the banks, and all payments are made through checks. Means you are not having anything with yourself, you are not having anything in your locker, in your pocket. Whatever you possess, that is definitely in the form of cash, it is routed through the banks, or it is in your bank account. Okay, so the deposits held by banks means जो हमारे deposits बैंक के पास होते हैं, तो बैंक is obliged to maintain a certain fraction as reserves. So we already know, we already discussed about LRR in the video which is dedicated to central bank and its function, but this video is about money creation and LRR plays a role here. So we are focusing this on this term as well. So this LRR is legal reserve ratio. Legal reserve ratio, as a name, it is legally, it means it is legally compulsory and mandatory for the banks to keep a certain fraction of their deposit as reserves. Okay, so whatever amount we deposits in banks, so banks is required to maintain a certain fraction as reserves, and then they are free to lend the rest. Okay, now the question is, why only fraction of deposits are kept as cash reserves? So the bank knows by his historical experience that all depositors do not approach him and also do not ask for withdrawal of money at the same point of time. So bank keeps a certain fraction of deposits as reserves, and also there is a constant flow of new deposits. So when one person takes loan, in like after some time it comes as deposit, so you will get to know how this happens. So I hope now it is clear that why bank keep a certain fraction of deposits as cash reserves, generally to meet their demand for withdrawal of cash. Okay. So now let's understand the process of money through an example. Suppose the initial deposits is rupees 10,000. Okay. Initial deposits is 10,000 means banks in the economy. Banks means all the commercial bank. Banks in the economy receive deposits of rupees 10,000. These are the deposits which all the commercial bank is receiving, but because of our assumption we are taking it as सिंगल डिपॉजिट. यू कैन से सिंगल डिपॉजिट मतलब इनिशियल डिपॉजिट जितने आए हैं तो हमने सबको क्लब अप कर दिया है यहाँ पर. मीन्स दैट कमर्शियल बैंक ए ने कुछ अमाउंट आई होगी, बी के पास कुछ आई होगी, सी के पास कुछ आई होगी. हमारी असम्पशन है कि हमने सबको बैंक्स बोला है तो इसलिए हमने उन तीनों को क्लब कर दिया. एंड व्हेन वी क्लब देम सो द अमाउंट विच इज कमिंग आफ्टर एडिशन इज 10,000 and our LRR is 10%. Means central bank fixed that banks, that is all commercial bank, are required to maintain and to must keep 10% of deposits as reserves. Okay. So 10% of 10,000 is 1,000. Means banks can keep 1,000 as reserves and the rest means 10,000 minus 1,000, which is 9,000. They are free to lend. So the total deposit is 10,000. The reserve, that is the required cash reserve which they are required to maintain, is 1,000. Now the excess money, the money which they are left, the excess reserve is 9,000. So this 9,000, the bank uses this 9,000 for lending purposes, for advancing loans. So bank can safely lend this 9,000 rupees and earn interest, but bank do not give loan by giving cash. What they will do? They will open an account in the name of the borrower, credited this amount to his account. Borrowers are free to withdraw this amount. Okay. So now what happens, that suppose that person, that borrower, he withdraws the entire amount of rupees 9,000 for making payments. But as we assume that all receipts and payments in the economy routed through the bank, so the money spent by borrower comes back into banks in the form of deposit accounts of those who have received this amount. So what happens actually? Suppose that person, he withdraws the money. Because of our assumption that all the payments done through the banks are routed through the bank. So if he is paying to somebody else, जिसको उसको पे करना था, वो अब उसको पे मतलब that person, that borrower is paying, अब वो क्या करेगा, वो भी तो उसके बैंक अकाउंट में डालेगा ना. तो इसका मतलब बैंक में क्या हुआ, पैसे आ गए. मतलब जो बोरोवर था उसने पैसे निकाले. क्योंकि हमारी अजम्पशन ये है कि सारी पेमेंट्स कैसे होंगी, बैंक के थ्रू होंगी, तो ये वाली पेमेंट भी बैंक के थ्रू होगी. जब ये पेमेंट बैंक के थ्रू हुई, इसने तो चलो दे दिया अपने पास से पैसा, लेकिन दूसरे इंसान के पास तो पैसा आ गया. सो नाउ दिस 9,000 बिकम्स डिपॉजिट्स. ठीक है. इफ दिस LRR इंक्रीजेस 20% हो जाता तो लोन देने के लिए अमाउंट कम बचती. अगर 20% हो जाता तो 2,000 LRR होता एंड हम सिर्फ 8,000 एज अ लोन दे पाते. इट मीन्स वी आर लेफ्ट विद 8,000 एंड इन नेक्स्ट राउंड दिस 8,000 बिकम्स आवर डिपॉजिट्स. तो इस वजह से मनी क्रिएट कम होती है. ठीक है. नाउ योर 9,000 इज डिपॉजिट्स. ओके. सो अगेन बैंक विल कीप 10% as reserves. So 10% of 9,000 is 900 and rest left for loan, which is 9,000 minus 900 equals to 8,100. Again this 8,100 comes back as deposit. So bank deposits rise by 8,100. Okay. Deposits of bank keeps on increasing in each round by 90% of last round. and cash reserves of bank also keeps on increasing each time by 90% of last cash reserve. So these are observations कि हम ये ऑब्जर्व करते हैं कि अच्छा ऐसे ऐसे इंक्रीज हो रहा है हर राउंड पे. Now the question is, when will this money creation comes into end? So this money creation comes to an end when total cash reserves becomes equal to initial deposits, which is 10,000 in our case. Means when total cash reserves will be equal to 10,000, it indicates that with deposits of 10,000, bank can only create this much of money. How much of money? Let's understand through table. So our initial deposits is rupees 10,000. The reserves which we maintain, because it was mandatory to maintain, is 1,000. The amount left for loan is 9,000. In the first round, the amount of loan will become our deposits. वो कैसे हुआ? We know that when a person is paying to somebody, then it will comes as deposits in the account of the person whom he is paying. Okay, so now again this cash reserves is 9,000 is 900. Why? Because 10 we are maintaining 10%. Then the amount left for loan is 8,100. So this process will be continued and comes into end when this initial deposits will be equal to this total cash reserves. ठीक है, this is total deposits, this is total cash reserves, this is total loan amount which means banks are free to lend. So banks are able to create total deposits of rupees 1 lakh with the initial deposits of 10,000. Means the total deposits becomes 10 time of the initial deposit. So 10 time is nothing but the value of money multiplier. Okay, means the amount that bank are able to create in the form of deposits with every unit of money it keep as reserve. So money multiplier is total deposits upon initial deposits and also 1 upon LRR. Okay, it signifies that with every unit of money kept as reserves, bank are able to create 10 units of money. The money creation, ये जो हमने न्यूमेरिकल के थ्रू किया, that how much money we are able to create, ये हमको बताता है how much money we can create. We will create or not, it doesn't tell. ये बताता है हम कितना कर सकते हैं मनी क्रिएट. इसका ये मतलब नहीं है कि बैंक इतनी ही मनी क्रिएट कर रहा है, because there are many things. So we are not saying that bank is creating this much of money, but yes, bank can create this much of money. Okay, so money multiplier, it measures the amount of money that banks are able to create in the form of deposits with every unit of money it kept as reserves. और you can say that initial deposit से कितने आप टोटल डिपॉजिट्स पे पहुंच रहे हैं वो बताता है मनी मल्टीप्लायर. तो आपको इनमें से कुछ ना कुछ चीज़ तो पता ही होगी. आइदर यू नो LRR, तो वो तो आपको पता ही होगा, ठीक है, एंड यू नो इनिशियल डिपॉजिट्स. सो यू कैन फाइंड आउट द वैल्यू ऑफ, इफ अगर उन्होंने पूछा है आपसे कि टोटल डिपॉजिट्स बताओ, सो येस यू कैन डू दैट. ओके, so the value of money multiplier is determined by LRR. Higher the value of LRR, lower is the value of multiplier. How? So suppose, let's take the two examples here. One when our LRR is 10%, one when it is 20%. So 10% means 0.1, 20 means 0.2. So as we know that the value of money multiplier, the formula is 1 upon LRR. So therefore we write that 1 by 0.1, here 1 by 0.1 and here 1 by 0.2. Our initial deposits is rupees 10,000. Okay, it is common. Means if you want to see the effect of one thing, we have to take other thing constant. Okay, so yes, so it is 10 and 5. So higher the value of LRR, lower is the value of multiplier. Means in this case your money will be multiplied 10 times. ये तो हमारा केस ही था कि मनी 10 टाइम्स हुई है. but if this LRR is 20%, it is only 5 times. So you see that how money creation is influencing by just increasing these two rates. ठीक है, तो इसीलिए in the previous video we talked about that when the LRR increases, because LRR में दो चीज़ें होती है, एक होता है CRR और एक होता है SLR. ठीक है, जब ये चीज़ें इंक्रीज होती हैं मीन्स अब जो रिजर्व्स है वो ज़्यादा मेंटेन करना पड़ रहा है. CRR इज बेसिकली व्हेन कमर्शियल बैंक इज रिक्वायर्ड टू मेंटेन रिजर्व्स विद सेंट्रल बैंक, एंड SLR सॉरी इज बेसिकली व्हेन कमर्शियल बैंक इज मेंटेनिंग रिजर्व विद हिमसेल्फ. ठीक, जब ये दोनों चीज़ें इंक्रीज हो रही है लोन के लिए अमाउंट कम बचेगी. जैसे कि हमने देखा तो मनी यहाँ पे अगर 10 टाइम्स क्रिएट हो रही है और अगर उसको RBI ने इंक्रीज कर दिया 20 कर दिया तो सिर्फ 5 टाइम्स ही क्रिएट होगी. तो मनी क्रिएट कम हो रही है तो मनी आएगी नहीं ना, क्योंकि जो हम लोन दे रहे हैं नेक्स्ट राउंड में वही लोगों के पास डिपॉजिट्स आ जा रहे हैं, वही बैंक के पास डिपॉजिट्स आ जा रहे हैं. अब वो आएंगे ही नहीं या फिर कम आएंगे तो लोगों के पास पैसा कम होगा. पैसा कम है तो क्या हो रहा है, एग्रीगेट डिमांड फॉल कर जाएगी. ठीक है, सो आई होप कि पहले वाली जो वीडियो थी उसमें जो चीज़ें क्लियर नहीं हुई थी वो इस वाली में क्लियर हो गई होंगी. एंड आई थिंक नाउ इट विल बिकम मोर क्लियरर दैट इन्फ्लेशन के टाइम पे क्यों इन रिजर्व रेट्स को बढ़ा दिया जाता है. ठीक है, इन रिजर्व रेशियोज़ को बढ़ा दिया जाता है, बैंक रेट, रेपो रेट, LRR, इन सबको बढ़ा दिया जाता है.